Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, Trump is killing the EV mandate. Let's give you an up-to-date status of everything that he's done so far and in regards to the $7,500 federal tax credit, or maybe as it's known to him, the EV mandate. So we're going to get into that plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested, and definitely check out my Patreon link down below in the description where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing a new or used Tesla. And today's live stream is partnered with Mint Mobile, where you can save money on your mobile phone plan for as low as $15 a month, but more on that later. So to be clear, the EV mandate, we don't necessarily know exactly what he means by that, but this is what he said today.
We will revoke the electric vehicle mandate, saving our auto industry and keeping my sacred pledge to our great American auto workers.
So EV mandate, he must be thinking that that's the $7,500 federal tax credit, but there really is no EV mandate. There's nothing forcing people to buy an electric vehicle. Everybody can purchase whatever they want to, but of course, people like you all like watching right now could be swayed by a $7,500 federal tax credit. But it seems like the consensus, the sentiment is that this $7,500 federal tax credit or the $4,000 used EV tax credit could be seeing its final days in maybe it's the next 30 days, 60 days, 6 months, or even by the end of the year. But shout out to Troy Tesla. He posted this. Hopefully within the next 24 hours, we'll know Trump's plan for the $7,500 tax credit for EVs. Here are some of the possible outcomes. Scenario 1, only restrict eligibility for now, such as income limit or vehicle price. Scenario 2, restrict eligibility now and announce that Congress will cancel the tax credit within 6 months with a joint effort. Or scenario 3, announce that he wants Congress to cancel the $7,500 tax credit within 6 months, but does not restrict eligibility. Scenario 3 would be the best for deliveries this year because more people would buy a Tesla before the tax credit disappears, which would make up for most of the drop in sales during quarter 3 or quarter 4 after it's canceled. So pretty interesting to see. And so we don't know exactly what he is going to do. Hopefully we know within the next 24 to 48 hours. But either way, Tesla, the good thing with Tesla is they're very flexible about pricing and incentives and everything. And we've already seen some other manufacturers drop their prices of their electric vehicles $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 last year in anticipation of this year's pricing. So there could be a good chance that the $7,500 disappears, but we just have to wait and see. Walter Bloomberg posted this. Incoming White House official, Trump will put an end to the electric vehicle mandate. And so there's a consensus for sure on that. But we found this article. Here's the full list of all Trump's executive orders signed on today, Inauguration Day. And we don't see any of them in terms of directly being tied to the $7,500 federal tax rate. You can Google this for yourself and see if it's actually here. The only thing that's kind of close, or at least in regards to energy, is a national energy emergency on Monday, which doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the $7,500 federal tax credit, but we just have to kind of wait and see what will actually happen maybe this week. And which is funny because we are also anticipating a Model Y Juniper, and so maybe it's going to be in line exactly with that, and maybe that's why we've been delayed all the way till now for a Juniper release, because maybe Elon knows something in the back end and he knows the pricing of it is going to be different and change, because maybe the $7,500 federal tax credit could be disappearing. But take a look at our favorite website, fueleconomy.gov, where we can see all the different vehicles that are eligible for this tax credit. There still are vehicles on this list, and this vehicle hasn't been taken down yet or anything like that. And it does say that the updated list was January 14th. So maybe this could completely change in the near future. But we still are seeing big big discounts on Model Ys, Model 3s, demo, and new status. Definitely take a look at our deal spreadsheet down below in the description where you can see all the different deals, like a Model Y Performance, $6,300 off, like a model, this one right here, $6,330 off, or a Model Y Long Range All-Wheel Drive, $6,360 off. And the beauty with these is that this is before the Tesla referral code discount, just like the one down below in the description where you can save up to $1,000 off of a Tesla vehicle. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Before we get into our next topic, I've been trying to save money lately, and that's why we talk about this channel, trying to get the best deal on a Tesla. And I've been looking at our subscriptions like YouTube Premium, Netflix, trying to figure out how I could save some money every single month. And cutting expenses, it's kind of hard. We've been trying to rack our brain together and figure out how. That's why I'm so intrigued with our channel partner, Mint Mobile. They offer premium wireless starting at $15 a month. And I can get high-speed data and unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network, and I can even bring my own phone along with my current number and existing contracts. I'm sacrificing nothing. I've used Mint Mobile a ton, and I switched my second line to Mint Mobile, and I've been using it to watch YouTube and play podcasts on our daily commute and haven't noticed any drop in speed. And I can't tell the difference. So how hard is it to switch service? Big Wireless wants you to think it's actually hard, but it's not at all. Switching to Mint is super easy thanks to digital eSIM cards, which most of you now have. You can sign up and activate immediately right on your phone from the comfort of your home. If your phone doesn't have an eSIM, Mint will ship you a new SIM card for free. So if you want to save little money without the sacrifice, go to trymintmobile.com/DennisCW, also linked down below in the description, to get premium wireless for just $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. Thank you to Mint for partnering, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone who dropped by today. The N, great to see you. Travel Guide, great to see you as well. Danny, thanks for coming in. Thank you all for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything. In this next topic, Tesla Model Y Juniper, the refresh, the demand of this vehicle is absolutely insane. We've got some initial numbers. The other day it was at orders for 50,000 units. Well, now sources are saying that there are now over 100,000 units orders for the new Model Y refresh Juniper in China in just 10 days. And so to give you some frame of reference, we'll show you some of the delivery numbers, but this was a post from Tesla A&Q from our end, which they did the backtrack of the reservation number to the amount of today, 100,000 units in 10 days, which is pretty crazy. We're starting to see more videos of these Model Ys getting delivered to Tesla showrooms in China, of course, in anticipation of the new Lunar New Year's, which is a big thing in China if you weren't aware. But here's some of the numbers. Shout out to Troy Teslike for the analyst and predicting these numbers and taking a look at these numbers. We can see the China column right here, and you can see 100,000 orders is pretty big because that's how many units China sells in 1/4 of sales for a Model Y. You can see it's pretty much the same here for the Tesla USA market as well. And so you got to remember the one thing with the China market is they're pricing it a little bit higher too with that launch edition. That is around $3,000 to $5,000 more in US conversion money. And so we could see the same repeat if it happens in America as well. And the Tesla Model Y could be, or the Tesla Model Y Juniper could be a very hot car. And so let us know, would you be interested in buying a Model Y? You don't care about the price, you don't care about the financing or any sort of deal. Would you be down to get one at high rates or whatever it is when it actually releases in the near future? Because yeah, there's a big things could be happening with the Model Y Juniper in terms of pricing and everything, and this tax credit might be making a big wave and change. The one thing is we're going to be hearing about this. I guess there's 3 things to look out for in the next week or a half or so. 7,500, is it disappearing or staying or not? Model Y Juniper, is it launching or not? And also the Tesla earnings call on January 29th, which will happily be a nice roundup and summary of everything so we can hear from Tesla the direction and everything. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. The end. Maybe he's talking about the California's mandatory ban on gas cars in the future. Yeah, I guess we could see that because, yeah, California does have that mandate in terms of no gas cars being sold 2035, right? That can make sense. The EV tax credit and mandate are two different things. They have to get the tax bill through the tax bill in Congress. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and so it's kind of interesting that he says like the EV mandate because there is no national EV mandate, but of course it's more of a buzzword for sure. They're just trying to push it on people. It's going to be in the tax bill in a few months. Travel guide, yeah, I could see that for sure. Like he's going to either push Congress or sign an executive order or whatever it is. I mean, the one thing is interesting. He's like coming right out of the gate. Maybe I'm not used to, or maybe I don't follow politics a lot, but it does appear that he's coming right out of the gate, signing all these different executive orders. Danny, I found this regarding the EV mandate. Trump's phase for an EPA agency rule that required auto manufacturers to cut greenhouse gas emissions by half in new light and medium-duty vehicles just beginning in 2027. Danny, thanks for that and posting that here. Travel guy, the tax rate goes in the tax bill. Yeah, exactly. No tax rate, no purchase for me. Instacart. Well, that's why I feel like even if the mandate or the tax credit goes away, I really feel like it won't be that big of an issue because we've been tracking prices of Tesla vehicles, and there was a time when there was no tax credit. And the one thing is for sure is Tesla knows that their vehicles are expensive and they have to solve the affordability aspect of it. And so I feel like even if the tax credit disappears, I feel like Tesla will figure out a way to get their vehicles sold as they always have been in the past and in the future. And this next topic, Tesla tires are a lot higher, quote, than expected. Because yes, when you buy a Tesla, one of the maintenance things that you don't have to deal with a lot of like oil changes, fluid changes, it's a lot less maintenance and you'll save money on that. Even brake changes, you can go all the way up to 100,000 miles, or we've seen that without changing brakes. So you're going to save a lot of money. But the flip side to that is tires because of that instant acceleration, that instant torque. If you get carried away, you could go through tires a lot quicker. Personally, I can drive all the way to like 30 to 35,000 miles, but I've seen posts where people go as quickly as 10, maybe even 5, but on average, maybe even a little bit higher. But I've seen as low as like 10 to 15,000 miles where you're going through a set of tires. So check out this Reddit post. I'm replacing my tires tomorrow for the first time since buying a Tesla. The quote was a lot higher than expected. And a couple things from this. From what we've seen here, they went to I don't have a Tesla dealership near me, and I went to a local garage that's been recommended to me. They've seen the tires in stock when I bought it. I had to replace all 4, and the quote was $2,450. I think the first mistake here is going to a local garage that was recommended. There's a lot of different avenues through Scale these days, or a ton of different options to get cheaper tires shipped to the shop of your choice and everything. But it seems like he was able to figure it out and get them down to $1,550, which I think is about the right price. So if you're looking to buy a Tesla, which if you think about it, tires is going to cost you $200 to $250 installed anyway. So I would say this is a little bit high still. I think my target on like a Model Y would be like $1,000 out the door. And of course, if you drive the right way and everything, not accelerating everywhere, then you would be fine and be getting like 30 to 35,000 miles on it. But my first recommendation, I'll give you a bunch, but the first one is Costco. If you've got a location near you, I think this is a great one because it comes with 5-year road hazard. My next one is going to be Tire Rack. You can actually buy these you can buy these tires and ship them directly to an installer that they recommend, and that is a good one as well. And you can buy a warranty from that. If you are near an America's Tire, this is personally where I go because they have got road hazard warranty as well that you can buy on your stock tires, which has saved my butt a handful of times. So really nice to have this protection. The next one is a cool one, Simple Tire. This is kind of like Tire Rack, where you find your tires and ship them directly to either yourself or a shop near you and pay for that labor, whether it's included or not. And the last one, here's another one, fun one, Online Tires. Not affiliated with any of these, but these are just good recommendations I've heard of in the past and I've used in the past to get some cheaper tires for our Tesla vehicles. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. Michael, I just got a Model Y Performance black white interior demo with 591 miles. So glad I'm waiting. Got 5,900 price plus 7,500 tax for it with 500 loyalty. Paid 33 for a $51,000 pickup Saturday in HP. Thanks, Dennis, for all your help. Wait. So you got a Model Y Performance for $33,000. That is crazy. Congrats. That is a deal if you haven't heard of one before. I mean, because that's a great price. Because if we take a look at it, here's another one, Model Y Performance with a big discount. Let's take away the gas savings. And even this one is still like $38,000. So I don't know how you were able to get it plus 33 for, pay 33. Yeah. How did you get it all the way down to $33,000 for a Model Y Performance? That's a pretty phenomenal deal. Congrats to you on that one. Lavendi, we've said this many times, a law would have to be passed on both sides, Congress, and signed by the president. Yeah, 100%. But it seems like he's coming out of the gate with all these executive orders. And so it could be an interesting time to see if any of those and if he uses any of those to kill the 7,500. RC, evening, Dennis, loving your timely content. Thank you. TC, yeah, but for 2.5 for tires is a ripoff. Yeah, 100%. And so definitely check out some of those other recommendations if you're looking to get into one. Oh, and I forgot, Michael, congrats on your Tesla and that you bought a Tesla and everything. Now it's the most exciting part in which if for anybody that's about to buy a Tesla or you're about to buy a Tesla, we keep a list of the top 3 no BS accessories that you can get for your Tesla vehicle. And it's really bucketed into 3: a phone mount, all-weather floor mount, and center console. And we keep all lists of this down below in the description on our best deal spreadsheet. And we've got discount codes and everything. And if you use these links, that actually supports the channel as well. My favorite accessory recently that I just discovered was all-weather floor mats, but specifically the 3W floor mat liners. We got a set on our Model 3 Performance, and they are fantastic and very well priced and top quality as well. You can definitely check them out. We've also bucketed these into 3 different types: good, better, and best. And 3W liners are definitely the best set that I've had most recently, and way better than Tesla, and also way better than those other companies that we've had before in the past. I'm talking 3D Mats USA. So definitely check it out if you're interested in buying accessories for your Tesla, because this is the second most exciting part after buying a brand new Tesla. But thank you to everybody that's used our links in the past and in the future. The mandate was 50% electric vehicles by year 2030. Come on, Dennis, do some research. That there is a mandate. Was that actually a mandate? Because I know California had the 2035 one, but US, did they actually follow on that? Maybe I'll do some Googling after that. Thank you, Lavendi. Never deal with a shop that quotes you 2.5 for tires, then gives you a deal for 1.5. Not an honest shop. Yeah. Or maybe because that means they priced it way high from the get-go. LW, thanks for coming in. Thank you. 9K down. Okay, yeah, that makes sense then, Michael. Congrats on your Tesla. Jose, if we want the tax rate, do you recommend to buy a Tesla electric vehicle as of now? Yeah, so yes, if you want to lock in the 7,500, there are great, fantastic deals that are happening right now on Model Y specifically because it's the model end clearance, but I'm not sure. I mean, half of me feels like if the 7,500 goes away, then really, I feel like there's going to be a way after that. But the other half, if you want that 7,500, maybe it's because I'm not necessarily in the market for the older Model Y. I don't feel rushed to try and find a deal on one. But if you want to lock in that 7,500, I mean, yes, there are discounts at the moment right now. And so it could make sense. But I really just feel like, because I guess a part of me is like, I just want to wait and see what happens, because Tesla is super flexible with their pricing all the time. And so we can look at the history books when the Model Y was 51,000, 49,000, then went all the way up to 66,000, and then went right back down to 48,000. And so of course, right now it's 48,000 for the long range minus the 7,500, and it hasn't been any lower than that. I guess we'll hear on the earnings call to see maybe what type of earnings with profit and everything that we can try and pull from that, because that could mean that they can still stomach more of a drop in price, or maybe they can't. I guess we'll see. We'll wait and see. In this next topic, the Cybercab, the next vehicle, or one of Tesla's next vehicle, has been spotted with a steering wheel. This is interesting because some of the videos and pictures we've seen early on did not have a steering wheel on it at all. But now we've got a video from Joe, who does drone flies over the Texas Gigafactory plant. And you can see that potentially, if you zoom in all the way, there is a little bit of a steering wheel, or at least a shadow, or what might appear to be a steering wheel in the middle here, or in front of the driver section of it, which is interesting, right? Because as some of the videos and photos that we've seen before, it makes it really feel like the Cybercab is more of like a lounger that you don't drive yourself. But maybe this is one of those things where you use something where you attach it on when you need it. And you'll also see Model S versus Cybercab size compare. It's very, very small and tiny compared to some of the other vehicles out there. But shout out to Troy Tesla again. The Tesla Cybercab with a steering wheel suggests that the Tesla full self-driving test in Texas later this year might be unsupervised but driver present. Some people might argue that if a driver is present, it's not truly unsupervised because the driver will likely take over in an emergency. Tesla might be considering 3 levels of testing: supervised, unsupervised driver present, and driverless remote assisted FSD, kind of like how Waymo is driving it around right now. But still, very interesting to see. I mean, if this vehicle is going to be sold with a steering wheel, I really feel like if it's going to be sold for like $30K, there's going to be a subset of people, maybe even $25,000 after the tax credit if it's still around. There's definitely going to be a subset of people that would be wanting to buy this vehicle just to see what it actually is like. But let us know, would you buy a Cybercab for $25 to $30K if it came with a steering wheel so that you can drive it around and be like I guess an errand car, and maybe do some robo-taxi things around as well? But we're going to jump into the live stream comments. The real, I pulled the trigger just in case the mandate goes away. Realistically, I think it's going to be 6 months, but still better to lock in low rates than be sorry. Leasing specifically for the Model 3 all-wheel drive Highland. Yeah, exactly. And the lease rates right now for those Tesla vehicles are relatively low compared to like finance and everything like that. BG, thanks for coming in. Can you search existing Model Y performance with all deliveries in Los Angeles? It's showing me 0 custom only orders. Oh, interesting. Did they remove all of that away? Because I guess why would they do that? Usually performances, they have a ton of different vehicles, but let's take a look at it and see, just for fun, to see what type of performance discounts we've got in the local area here. Got some long range ones. I usually have it set to lease. So let me turn it off. Oh yeah, it doesn't seem like there's too many at all. Very interesting. I wonder what's like a Bay Area zip code. 94141. Sometimes I'll do this for California, and then maybe if that doesn't work, put in like a San Diego one. Interesting. No Model Y performance discounted inventory in California at all. Not good. Michael, Dennis, I could not use your referral code. They said, since I'm a loyal customer, that the 500 given was all I can apply. Yeah, unfortunately, that when you are owning a Tesla, you can't use anybody's referral code. But thanks for trying, Michael. Now you can use some of the Tesla accessory discount codes down below in the description if you are interested in supporting the channel and everything. In this next topic, Tesla insurance might actually get cheaper. Here's a new update here that Tesla insurance may offer, or soon offer, full self-driving discount and take usage into consideration. It seems like there was an update within the app, and because Tesla insurance is only offered in a few US states, but with this, there might be a update in which you might be able to drive with full self-driving, and Tesla insurance might intake that in and factor that into your safety score, which would then factor into your rates. Pretty cool to see, because I guess this is like the whole cohesive experience with having a Tesla vehicle plus Tesla insurance and everything. But this could be one of those things where it might make sense sense to just drive completely in full self-driving at all times, just so you can have a cheaper rate, because it's not that much slower. Because nowadays, when you turn on the hurry profile for full self-driving, it's pretty good for what it is, and I really enjoy it. And especially on like the Cybertruck or the Model 3 Performance that we've been driving around, that hurry mode is actually not as fast as a human, but I would say like a 7 out of 10, almost close to a human driving, for at least when I'm driving and I want to take like a certain route and everything. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Do you have Tesla insurance? And if full self-driving, if you got a discount for using full self-driving, would you actually use it at all times? And I guess it's tougher with like a performance vehicle like a Model 3 Performance, because you want to zip around and control the vehicle and feel everything. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We lease makes no difference. Well, unfortunately, DC, it kind of does. You're talking about the electric vehicle mandate, because if the 7,500 gets taken away, 7,500, that tax credit is factored into leasing as well. And so that definitely would factor in maybe even a higher payment or a lower payment. We'll see. Patel, prices in Asia and Australia markets for the old Model Y looks cheaper than my area. Yeah, I guess I've never really thought about used market in China and Asia and all these other countries. I mean, there has to be used cars, but I don't know how that actually is. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button in the comments and everything. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.